And now the lights are out on the pace car. Should be diving to pit road this time by. Barney with the flag will have the will be the starter here, as the 9 will be your front truck, and they're off. Green flag in the air. The 28 fights hard on the outside to keep up with that 9. The 9's pulling out, now clears the 28 of Minter. Battles for second. 16 of Kyle Purcell working the inside of the 28 of Jackson Minter. Now Kyle Purcell to the inside of Jackson. Jackson's falling back 2 positions to third.
Yeah, early on here, it looks like the inside lane has rolled, but you see Jackson Minter now making it work up there on the outside as he clears Sean Purcell.
Nathan Christensen to the outside of the 1. One's carrying a little bit more speed on exit there. Oh, as the 28 and the 00 are together, the 3 can't avoid the 00. 17 is involved. Caution is out. Yikes! I'm not seeing the crash on that on my display.
Yeah, it looked like Minter came off the corner, got a little loose, and that allowed the 00 to get to his inside, and they just ran out of room getting down in that turn 1, I believe it was.
See if this will be close enough to catch it here, folks. Oh yeah, the 28 tried to shut the door, but the 00's nose was in there, it appeared to me, that time around. Early caution brings down some drivers who are damaged in that wreck. We have Sean Purcell, Nathan Christensen, Rodney Uberpacker, and Jackson Minter all on pit road. Nathan is the first back on track. Looks like Nathan may have taken either a splash of fuel there, or maybe just got that nose checked to see how much damage was done. He was only on in his pit box for 5 seconds.
Yeah, not too sure on him. I know Jackson came down. It looked like he fixed the damage on his truck. We're going to have Adam Angerstein still showing the way.
Adam Angerstein, with Kyle Purcell restarting here on his outside, Adam will be the control truck as we are now under a restart condition. So Adam will be able to take off anytime after the pace car has hit pit road. Not sure if there's a Geico restart. Yes, so there's marks I see on the outside wall there. The Geico restart zone. So anytime within that blue area on the wall, past the 2 marker to the 1 marker, the 9 can hit the throttle. And once he hits the throttle, the green flag is out. It'll be really interesting to see if Adam can control the restarts here. Or if that 16 is able to stay up there alongside him and the 1 to his bump.
Yeah, looks like lights are out. The pace car should be ducking off this time by.
Absolutely, as we are on board with your leader, Adam Angerstein, riding on the roll bar here for a little bit to watch him make his way through this restart. Adam gets a decent jump, pulls ahead. Looks like the 1 of Lilith Peters has dropped to the inside and taken over that second position away from Kyle Purcell fighting on the outside. He's going to go for the lead on the outside, carrying that momentum actually through the center. Oh, he gets very tight. Just shoots up the track. Clipping the 1. Wow. What a view. What a view. Let's see if I can get us a decent replay of that, folks, from a different angle. Although that was a beautiful shot we had there. Watch the 16 just gets in the center here. He just seems to lose the nose. Goes up, hits the wall, comes down, clips the 1, carries into the 13. Oh! one somehow turned and was going back the opposite direction on the track with that hit. Massive hit for the one, and she's having to tow. That's last week's winner, folks.
Yeah, tough break for Lilith Peters here early on, having to tow back to the pits. That's going to cost her quite a few laps here.
Don Manning, let's see what happened with his part of the incident, as he's also showing as a crash truck. All this is happening in front of the 92. So slow it up, trying to get around, gets a little bit of the 16 there. Not sure how much damage he got on that one.
Yeah, it looks like Don Manning is helping Johnny May push him back to the pit so he can repair that truck. Looks like he might not. Let's see if he makes it to his pit stall. He might. And it looks like he does.
Yes.
Gets that damage fixed.
That's what we call a fast repair, folks. When you see the whole front and back of that truck get repaired instantaneously. They get 2 of those in this series. Well, Dave, our hopes and dreams of this one going green from green to checker is kind of out the window twice over now. Let's see if these drivers can get, and I'm sure they can, kind of get in the swing of things here and get this back on track. As we see, Lilith Peters is still sitting on pit road, probably still towing at this point.
Yeah, that would be my guess. She's still technically hooked to that tow truck, even though it shows her sitting in her pit stall. But takes a little bit of time to get that tow back to pit road. And I believe Lilith Peters was last week's winner and our current point leader, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and going into this next round of the chase, I mean, I know there's another race. There's Myrtle Beach is left, so she'll be able to gain some of these points back. There's only 12 trucks in the field tonight, so I mean, she's not out of this by any stretch of the imagination. She's off pit road now. Just have to see how many laps down she got there, but you know, a lot of that tow was under this caution flag, so kind of minimize the damage. Maybe a couple laps down here. Yeah, Lilith's gonna be 4 laps down. But cautions bring cautions, so you never know what we're gonna see here. I'm hoping not with the caution flags, but I'm sure Lilith would like to see a few of those. Get herself.
Yeah, it's still early in this one. We're only on lap 15. So a few more cautions. Lilith could easily find her way back into this. Same with Johnny May, Don Manning as well. So still early on. Looks like lights are out. They're going to be going green next time by.
Again, Adam Egerstein will be your control truck. Justin Horton to his outside. Behind Adam will be Nathan Christensen with Sean Purcell to his outside. Jackson Minter, and then Christian Delgado, Kyle Purcell, Tyrone Yo round out your top 8 in your lead lap trucks. 9 gets a great jump. 3 gets a good jump on the 39 as that outside line just didn't get going there. 3 clears the 39. 00 is now hounding on the bumper of this 39. As the 28 of Jackson Minter moves to the inside of the 00. Can't make it stick. 13 of Delgado challenging Jackson Minter to that outside. Looks like early on, Dave, this the inside line is just not getting going. I mean, it got a good restart, but the momentum seems to be in this middle to upper lane. As I watched the 00 pass the 39 on the bottom, but
yeah, I think we'll see that. I mean, you've got multiple grooves here. I think you can try to make it work on the bottom, but like you said, I think the preferred line is to make those passes. You want to be in that middle to upper lane.
Kyle Purcell is currently a lap down. I don't know if he caught a penalty or kind of missed that. Yeah, he had to come down on lap 16 there and take a pit stop 3 seconds. So it must have been a penalty where he had to take a trip down pit lane. Which leaves 7 trucks on the lead lap. Jackson Minter being the last truck on this lead lap. Something must have happened. Let's go back and see what happens with Minter here.
Yeah, I was just watching that. Minter got real loose on entry. Kind of almost spun it around. We got a battle for the lead. Nathan Christensen is on the bottom, going around Adam Engerstein. Looks like Christian will clear Adam.
Great catch there, Dave, as new leader, Nathan Christensen.
Now Sean Purcell's going to take a look to the outside as yellow is out.
Oh, and Sean gets into the 9. Yellow was out. Don Manning had an issue. So see if we can find out what happened with Don. And Don just gets in, gets really loose. Nice little drift around the track. Almost saves this thing. Oh, and Jackson Mentor was collected. 16 of Cal Purcell was almost collected in that. But, yeah, unfortunate incident for the 92. Looks like he just got loose and drift kind of caught up to him.
Yeah, Don almost had it saved.
Jackson Mentor back down pit road, gets some of his damages. We see a lot of smoke out of that 28 Hams Beer Toyota. Don Manning down for his service, get his truck repaired and serviced there. Coming back out on track. Nathan Christensen is your leader with Adam Engerstein in second. Justin Horton is coming down pit road. So he'll give up the 3rd position to Sean Purcell. Christian Delgado will take over 4th. 5th will be Cal Purcell. See Tyrone Yo is on pit lane.
Yeah, it looks like Tyrone's on pit lane. Justin Horton just came off of pit road. Lilith Peters is back down. So is Rodney Uberbecker.
It's good to talk about Nathan Christensen, being up here in the front. I know he's been working hard at it all season and doing a fine job. And here he is finding himself as the leader, by taking it on track as the leader here at the Thunder Valley 150. Getting some of those valuable points. Although he is not in the running for this. Actually, no. Nathan Christensen is currently 5 points out, so this bonus is going to help him quite a bit. Getting out here to lead some laps. Currently sitting in 9th, 5 points off the cut line. Now, Adam Engerstein, who is sitting in 2nd, was also just 1 point off the cut line. And the 6th place driver is Sean Purcell, who's sitting there in 3rd on track tonight. So this is a very fluid situation. We're talking about the playoffs. Although there is one race left, this isn't a cutoff race per se, but that just very close at that 6th place line. Or even the 7th place Jackson Mentor, who came into this only 1 point above the cut. Pace car is off. Nathan Christensen will lead us down. Nathan comes under throttle, but he doesn't. Gets out to about, one truck lead, maybe 2 over the 00, 3 over the 00. The 3 truck got a great 1 and 2. And now the 9 and 00 are side by side for that 2nd position. 00 clears the 9. Now the 13 is attacking the inside. Makes the pass around the 9. Adam Engerstein is on the drop.
Yeah, it looks like that inside line is overcoming here early on now. Maybe that's starting to work and pay off for some of these drivers. We got Johnny May now looking to the back bumper of the 9 of Adam Engerstein.
Yeah, Johnny May is still a lap down, I believe, but you're going to get up here and try to battle it, get as close as you can to the front. Be that truck first truck 1 lap down, or 2 laps down, so that you can get that back. Currently, Johnny May is in the wave around, or the lucky dog position the only one on his lap, so he really doesn't have to push it too much. If we know Johnny May's going to drive that thing as hard as he can every lap. He loves this track. He's typically pretty fast here.
And right now, Johnny May's having trouble trying to find that grip. Now he gets to the 9's door. This may help propel him past the 9 if he can get a good run down here.
Yeah, as a lap truck, you don't want to cause that. You don't want to wreck that driver. It's the last thing you want to happen. But at the same time, you're going to go around faster trucks. That's what this is about. We see the double zeros catching the 3 of Nathan Christensen. He's narrowed that down to a little over a tenth. Right on his back bumper, the 3 is the double zero. This double zero is taking a high entry and a late arc to the bottom. Gives him great momentum off. He has to check up a little bit for the 3. Clearly faster line at this time. As now the double zero is looking high again. Going to get this great run to the rear as he gets to the outside of the 3 on exit this time around. Going to make easy work of the 3 as the double zero is now your leader, Sean Purcell, to get those valuable points that are to keep him above that cut. The 69 is still working his way up through the field. Once he passed the 9, he has taken off to try to get one of these laps back the hard way. He's now going to start working on the outside of the 3 of Nathan Christensen. Again, the 69 is the lap truck of Johnny May. He's back in 9th position. He's 2 laps down. But he's looking to be 1 lap down in a hurry.
Yeah, both the 69 and the one of Lilith Peters are both they're both lap trucks, trying to get up here and get a couple of the lap back the hard way.
You know, that's frustrating for guys like the 3 who are just trying to use all the track that they can. But you can't blame the lap cars that you know, they feel they're faster. Matter of fact, they run you down. They are faster for trying to make that move and get around these leaders. Sean Purcell is now out to about a 1.25 seconds over Nathan Christensen.
Yeah, now the 39 of Justin Horton's looking for a way around the 3 of Christensen now. Actually, Adam Angerstein has caught these 2 trucks as well to try to make that a 3-truck race for that position.
Yeah, I see Nathan is caught on, right? You know, he got passed by the 2 lap cars on the high side, and then the 39 was going to try the same thing. Nathan moves up to the top, and now it's difficult for that 39 to try to make anything happen on the bottom. It's definitely it can be a defensive line running up front, but it also carries so much momentum down these short straights in this half-mile period here of Thunder Valley.
Yeah, and this is a battle for the P2 position as well, so they're gonna, try everything they can. It looks like Horton now is gonna get that run on the inside, make that work, get in front of the 3. Now the 9's gonna go after the 3 as well. The 9 is able to clear. Now Christian Delgado, he's looking to the inside. Oh, contact.
Contact with the 3. 3 gets turned.
Yeah, it looks like the 3 maybe came down the hill just a little bit across the nose of the 13.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there, Dave. It looks like he's trying to do that lower apex. And as we see some drivers on pit lane here, it just didn't work out for him. I myself had that same problem at Richmond last week, late apex. Found myself coming across a couple noses there.
Yeah, it's easy to do here. The corners are tight. Very easy to lose sight of where you're at a little bit, come down. So, but it looks like the top 3 all stayed out on the track. Possibly top 4 looks like Adam Angerstein had stayed out. He pitted back on lap Or no, that's nope. Adam did just pit. He came up pit road, so top three all stayed out.
Yeah, I mean, for Sean Purcell, am I seeing this right, Dave? Sean hasn't been on pit lane since lap 5?
That's what I'm showing on my end as well, lap 5. So already we're seeing a couple different pit strategies here. You've got Sean Purcell pitted on lap 5. I think he's maybe in a little bit of a scuffle there early on. We've got Jackson Minter, Justin Horton that were on pit road at lap 24 and 25. They stayed out, so a couple different strategies here. Johnny May, who is still, I don't know if he's going to be the lucky dog or not, but he last pitted on lap 10.
Looks like he's being held. Well, he's being told, probably being told to let everyone go around. Yes, as Johnny May is now 1 lap down.
Okay, so Johnny May was 2. Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. So that's why he's fallen to the back, is because he was the lucky dog recipient. And we'll start this race at the rear. The lights are still on the pace car. See if they turn them out this time by. Lights are out on the pace car. We will go green next time by. Sean Purcell will be your control truck. Last pitting on lap 5. Here we are at lap 51. He's got to watch out that he doesn't spin the tires here on this restart. He's going to get eaten up by these guys behind him. 25 laps. You got about 26 laps on Justin Horton's tires, some under caution. About 27 laps on Jackson Minter's tires. And then from 4th on, Adam Angerstein on back, 4th on back, fresh tires. So let's see how well Adam's able to make this work on the outside. And whether or not the 00 spins his tires here. No, the 00 gets a great jump. Oh, and the 39 spins his tires. The 9 gets into the 39. 3 gets collected, turned almost upside down, hit again. Just mayhem on the track, folks. Let's get our chopper out. We're gonna have the chopper on come out for this one. What a tragic event. Let's see if we can see what happened here on this restart. My thoughts are the 39 spins his tires. Let's see what happens.
That would be my guess. It's kind of hard to see.
He just didn't get going at all. I don't know if he spun his tires. We need to go. I mean, he didn't go at all. We're going to have to go inside. Maybe he had some type of failure, with the throttle or steering wheel or something happened. He just did not leave. Let's see if we get the cockpit view, see if we can listen for it. We'll keep our keep quiet here for a second. Yeah, he's not under throttle, and then finally it kicks in and he's run out. That is the weirdest thing. He's still not under throttle. He's still not under throttle here.
Yeah, I was just reading through the driver chat a little bit, and Justin Horton called himself dumb, so I'm guessing he did something on his own free will that he's not too impressed with.
I'm thinking he was in 4th gear. Because his RPMs never shot up. They were never up. That's what happened, folks. If we watch this time, we're going to take another look at it from the in-car here. It looks like he is in... His RPMs are low right here on the start. He should be at 7,800 RPM, somewhere around there. He's not. He just downshifted and lost it once he finally realized what was happening. That happens to the best of us, though. It's unfortunate.
Yes, I can remember a moment it happened to myself. But yeah, I think you're correct. I'm guessing he was just in the wrong gear.
And it don't matter how much you press that pedal down. If you're in a too high a gear on that start, you're just not going to go anywhere. And I think his RPMs jumped up when he got a hit from the truck behind him of Adam Angerstein.
Yeah, so unfortunately, we're going to have some more damaged trucks. Looks like Nathan Christensen has been. He's on pit road now. Looks like he possibly got the damage fixed. Kyle Purcell is now leaving pit road with a damaged front end.
Kyle Purcell is going to be the last car on the lead, last truck on the lead lap in 6th position. Nathan Christensen must be under a tow condition. So he's at 2 minutes and 30 seconds on pit road already. Or maybe he doesn't have a quick repair left, having to get some critical damage fixed on this truck.
Yeah, and with more trucks going laps down, so we know we've got Johnny May be the first car a lap down, then Justin Horton will be a lap down. 3 laps down goes to Nathan Christensen, and Lilith Peters is still 4 laps down along with Donald Manning. So trying to get those laps back is proving to be a challenge. But the race car is off.
Johnny May, I think, was collected in that, or would have been the recipient this last time by as well. 00 gets a good jump again. Didn't spin his tires. He's now out to a decent lead. I reckon in the back. Not sure exactly what happened there. Let's just take a look from the green flag and see what we have. As we try to move us over, let's see what's up in the chopper. It gives us a kind of a better vantage.
It looks like possibly Tyrone Yo was in that.
Tyrone doesn't get going very well. The 16 is right on his back bumper. 16 gives him a nudge in the left rear of the bumper there. Got him loose. 69 couldn't get around him. Yeah, I think Kyle Purcell just expected Tyrone to carry maybe a little more speed through there or something, and just got him his bumper there on the left rear, spun him around.
Yeah, it looks like Tyrone kind of had a bad restart as well. But what I'm seeing now is not a lot of give and take here early on. I know we're not too many laps into this, so let's see if they can settle in and run some laps.
Unfortunately, Johnny May once again may be considered in that. I'm not sure if he's considered in the incident or if he'll.
Looked like he made it. Looked like he made it through, so I'm not too sure.
No, he had contact with the back of Tyrone's truck, which I think may prevent him from getting the lucky dog once again. Because any contact in or around the yellow is considered to be contact and a part of the actual incident by iRacing standards. And I know he did get in the back of Tyrone after Tyrone was trying to get it straightened up, so I'm not sure that he'll get that lucky dog. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Pretty sure. Let's jump back to the cockpit. We'll try to ride on board with May here and see if he does get in the back of Tyrone there. He is right behind the 2 truck of Yo. Well, actually, we're riding on Purcell. Let's see Johnny May. Yeah, Johnny May got in the back of Purcell and then got in the back of Tyrone. So he will not get the lucky dog, unfortunately. Lights are out on the pace car. We will go green next time by. The 00 of Sean Purcell will be your control truck. Outside, the 00 will be the 13 of Christian Delgado. Jackson Mentor in 3rd. Kyle Purcell in 4th. Tyrone in 5th. Justin Horton rounding out your lead lap trucks in 6th position. Dave, bring him down to the green.
Pace car does hit pit road. And green is out. Great jump for Sean Purcell. He's going to drive down to turn 1 with a 4-5 turn advantage. But Delgado now driving back. Big run, good run through turns 1 and 2, right to the back bumper of the 0-0.
She's now trying to look to the inside of the 0-0. The 13 making it happen on that bottom side. The 16 of Cal Purcell is right there with them, running that higher lane as his brother runs. With a little bit later apex, gets a big run on the 13. Now he's going to try to the inside of the 13 of Delgado. Nothing happening there. Falls back in line into third. Thirteen of Christian Delgado to the inside. 16's right there to pounce.
Yeah, the 13's trying to make that bottom work. Looks like he's gaining inch by inch here every corner on that bottom.
He's got about 45 lap fresher tires than does the 0-0. So he's not worried about scrubbing those off too much here early on. He can still pit and be on cycle with the 0-0. It's just right now he should have faster, a little more rubber, a little faster tire. Sean Purcell doing a great job of making that outside work, that mid to outside line.
And it just goes to show how much more grip and momentum you have up there on the outside. Like you said, 13 on fresher tires, just still could not make it work on the bottom.
As we see all the top 6 running right here in this same straightaway, trying to make things happen here. Sean Purcell's first. Kyle Purcell is now working on his brother. These two aren't afraid to have a little bump and run when needed, and a lot of times it's needed between these two. We're looking back at the cherry Pepsi machine of Sean Purcell. Cal Purcell moved to his inside. Got a little damage on the front of that 16 machine.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if the damage is hindering him at all. Probably not so much here at Bristol, but Sean proven he last pitted on lap 5, and he's still out here leading this race.
Yeah, absolutely, very impressive. It's tires typically shouldn't be an issue here for the first halfway, as we're now halfway, lap 75 to 150. I wouldn't imagine fuel. They could probably almost go this entire race, or at least 120 laps or so here on 100% fuel. Maybe the whole entire run. I'm not certain on that one. I didn't really get a fuel spec on it, but tires I wouldn't think are going to wear out too bad. I mean, times are going to fall off somewhat, but it's such a short stint. We've had so many caution flags. Sean will probably be wanting tires in the next 15 to 20 laps or so.
Yeah, and we'll see. I would expect the next caution for Sean to pit if we get one. If not, he's going to have to pit on a green.
As the 16 hit the wall, and he gets back on track, gets down to the 13, and he get together.
Yellow is out.
This latest caution. Oh, as the 2 just destroys the 16 truck. 16 is now on his lid, back on his wheels again. Can he get it rolling? Oh, he's still rolling. They're still piling in here. I thought the pace car was going to pile in, but it's just a heck of a race, or wreck. Let's go back and check that out. We might need the blimp for this one. I don't know if the chopper can go high enough. $16 bounces off the wall. You come into the turn here. The 16 holds his line. Looks like the 13's coming up a little. Looks like the 1 was in it. Oh, the 69, the 28, the 2 was in it big time. 39 came plowing into it. Mayhem all over the track. The 92 snakes his way through. The 17 comes in late and hits the 2. As our leaders are on pit road.
And like I said early on, it's hard. You cannot see through these corners. So when there's a wreck, just off the corner. It's really hard to see it until you're right up on the wreck.
Yeah, that's a fact. Not a whole lot you could do about that. I mean, you could try sitting a little lower in your seat to be able to see just a little bit more of the corner, but you're still not going to see it, and it happens so fast because, I mean, the speeds they're carrying here are pretty quick. Here at the Thunder Valley 150 for the Orr Lawncare Truck Series. We're going to jump to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with you.
Back to more racing action right after this. This race sponsored in part by Graham Collision, professional automotive collision repair specialist. Visit either of their Iowa locations in Waukee and Urbandale for your collision repair and vehicle body work. Like them on Facebook or visit grahamcollision.com. Graham Collision, unparalleled support, unbeatable assistance. For the best selection of quarter midget parts online, look no further than FMI Racing. FMI Racing, helping racing enthusiasts everywhere achieve new levels of performance and quality in their vehicles with parts and gear. Give them a call at 770-720-1003 or visit fmiracing.com. 2092 Harmony Drive, Canton, Georgia. FMI Racing. Now back to trackside action with the Orr Lawncare Truck Racing Series of the All-American Racing League.
Back on lap 82 of 150 for the Thunder Valley 150 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. The Orr Lawncare Truck Series, we see the one of Lilith Peters getting one of those laps back, taking the wave around. Currently, Sean Purcell is your leader with Justin Horton in second, Christian Delgado third. Lilith Peters is being scored. She is in the fourth position. The first truck 3 laps down as the pace truck is off. 00 gets a really good jump.
Yeah, great jump for Sean Purcell. That caution was a perfect break for Sean Purcell. That's going to put a bunch of them back on the same pit strategy here.
As we see the battle for second between Christian Delgado. I'm sorry, this is Christian Delgado. Yes, between Christian Delgado and the 17 is a lap down. Actually, several laps down. 19 laps down at this time. I'm not sure. There must have been penalties for Justin Horton. Must have been the lucky dog there. Who started. His truck just isn't up to power. So he's bringing it down pit road under the green flag. He's going to leave just 2 trucks left on the lead lap. The 13, Christian Delgado, and number 0, Sean Purcell. That's 17 of... If I'm the 13, I'm letting the 17 go. He's quicker right now, and he's really racing, trying to race side by side with him. He's just going to hold you up some. I believe I would let him go until time to catch him.
Yeah, and it looks like the 13 did let the 17 go.
Not sure why the 17 is really racing a lead lap truck this hard, being that he's the 17 is 19 laps down. And I'm sure Christian Delgado is a little frustrated at the moment here riding the 3rd truck in line. And maybe he's off pace a little. I don't want to say he's off pace just because the 16's passing him, but not making the speed he does later in the run.
And now Sean Purcell's up to a 2-second lead over Christian Delgado.
Exactly, Dave. Took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, he's out to just over 2 seconds and pulling. As the 13 is behind some lap trucks here. I'm not holding them up a whole lot. I mean, he lost 0.2 that last lap, but I don't see him getting. He's not to the bumper of the 17. I mean, I guess something could be said for taking the air off of that truck, right? Not having that clean air to operate in, not having the lane, the preferred lane you don't run, because you're having to pass the slab truck and run around the bottom. Sean Purcell's out to 2.7 seconds. Pulling away with this thing here. Check out some of his... pull up his dashboard here and take a look at some of the speeds they're running around this track. And this is what we're saying, folks. You know, they're 125 entering the turn, 110 through center of the corner. It's really, really hard. If something happens in front of you, and your view is something similar to just see. I mean, you're just seeing the track in front of you, basically. Go to the cockpit view. Watch how difficult it is here at 134 entering this turn. You don't see just a little ways in front of you. So if something happens, it happens in a hurry, and you end up caught up in an accident. That's tough here with 50 laps to go. Hopefully we don't have too much more of that go on. But some of these folks would really like to see it.
But it does look like Christian Delgado is slowly reeling Sean Purcell back in, now back down to 2 seconds.
Just under 2 seconds now.
And I mean, Sean could be laying back a little bit, knows he had a pretty decent lead. Try to save some tires here in case this goes green. Have some tires left at the end of this. As that gap is now down to 1.1 seconds.
As you can see in our battle box over here to the side, you can kind of keep an eye on that yourselves at home. Keep an eye on that battle between first and second. As you see, it's down to 9/10 of a second now, as this 13 is making some headway here. You see the double zeros now. Going to try to get around the 16. Lapping him again. I can tell you the 16 is just—he's not going to give it any ease. He's not going to give that lap away. But I don't know how much he'll hold his brother up here either. Lilith Peters currently 2 seconds back, 2.2 seconds back of third place Justin Horton. That's for a podium position. We will be talking with the top 3 drivers at the conclusion of the race tonight, so stay tuned, folks. Talk to your winner, your second place, and your third place drivers. So that position is important for bragging rights and also for sponsorship shout-outs, as they are teammates. But I can tell you, with the points situation the way it is, Lilith's going to want these points over Justin, as Justin is not in the top 12.
And I think, as we saw earlier, the 16, Kyle Purcell was able to get around Sean Purcell. Now Sean Purcell is back, fighting to get back around his brother Kyle Purcell, and he's kind of opened up that lead a little bit over Christian Delgado.
quickly the 13 can dispatch the 17. No problem. Makes it pretty quick, pretty clear. Still only 1.1 seconds back of Sean Purcell, who's still trying to get around the lap truck of Kyle Purcell. You know Sean's going, come on, man, just give me a little bit of a break. 16 hits the wall, comes down and hits our leader. Oh, second place is involved.
Second place is involved.
Oh my goodness. Every truck in this field has been in some kind of action tonight, and not the action they want. Wow. Sean Purcell had to tow. Christian Delgado is going to be the only truck on his lap, unless Justin Horton gets the lucky dog here.
Yeah, that's going to be frustrating for Sean for sure. Just to put it in perspective, Kyle Purcell in the 16 was, I believe, 3 laps down at that moment. So I'm sure there's a lot of frustration, but like you said, that's going to put Christian Delgado on the lead lap all by himself as of right now.
Yeah, Justin Horton just came around and got into the back of I think it was the 17, or no, it was the 13 truck. I don't think he meant to. I just think he was coming around the track there. Catch up. So these are going to be some wave around. Looks like Lilith Peters is taking a wave around. Not sure why Justin Horton must be on the lead. I know. I'm not sure really what's going on right at the moment. It wouldn't even be time for wave arounds at this point. Let's go back and take a look at that wreck if we can. This was absolutely an unfortunate and crazy wreck.
Yeah, so it looks like there'll be a few wave arounds. Looks like, let's see, Justin Horton will be a wave around truck. So will Rodney Huberpacker. Looks like those are the only 2 as of right now.
I'm not sure what Lilith Peters did. She took an early wave around. I'm not sure. Maybe she was the lucky dog. But she wouldn't have. I wouldn't have thought it would have been that early. She's sitting on pit road, taking tires. It looks like now, but she's been on pit road for over 40 seconds now. In her pit box for 30 of those. She may be serving a penalty here, or getting some damage repaired. It's really hard to tell. A lot of damage on that truck. She is in the second position. Big score in the second position. 2 laps down to Delgado. So Delgado is 2 laps ahead of the rest of the field here, folks, with 30 laps to go in this race. The battle is going to be for second and for third. I'm not sure where Purcell 16 is going to wind up. He's going to be on that same lap or not.
Yeah, right now it's showing, let's see, Sean Purcell, showing him 3 laps down along with the 16 of Kyle Purcell. Right now it's only showing Christian Delgado as our leader. Second place would be Lilith Peters, 2 laps down.
Yeah, with Justin Horton 2 laps down, correct?
Yes, Justin Horton 2 laps down as well.
Justin may be starting, let's see, he's taking a wave around now. That's going to put him ahead. So Lilith took a wave around, I think, a little too early. So Justin Horton's getting his wave around. He'll come around and take and pass Lilith Peters. And he'll be on 1 lap down with Delgado will be on his own lap. Justin will be on his own lap. I think that's the way this is going to work. I'm not sure how that one is where she's at. It's just now showing Horton is still 2 laps down. I'm not sure what our scoring and timing was doing there. Okay, he was in front of the leaders. He just got his lap. Christian Delgado takes off. He has a little over a lap lead over Lilith Peters in second position. And they're piling it up again. Nice.
See what happened here.
16 and double zeros into the 16, 16's into the 92, it looked like.
It looks like Don Manning was slow up there on the top side, kind of checked everyone up.
There we are. Manning, 16's in the back of the 92. 00 gets in the back of the 16. 92 drives half a straightaway backwards and gets to spun back around going the right direction. That should give Lilith Peters one of her 2 laps back. Keep in mind, Lilith Peters at one time was 4 laps down, folks. Now she's 1 caution away. If she gets the lucky double jump, I believe she'll be the one to get it. Yep. She's gonna need just 1 caution away from being back on the lead lap, battling Christian Delgado for this win.
Yeah, kind of a crazy race so far. I'm not seeing any give or take pretty much throughout this whole race. It just seems like a lot of chaos here. I was hoping to see some, green flag runs, some really good racing. See if we can get something going here near the end. But right now, this is Christian Delgado's race to lose at this moment. But if they can't get this straightened up, it's going to allow some of these drivers like Lilith Peters a shot to come from 4 laps down, possibly, and battle for this win.
And not to mention, several of these drivers were in our Thursday Julio Cornhole Board Series race here at Bristol night, and ran in that race going green from the green flag to the checkered. So it's for 175 laps. So I was hoping that they'd be able to keep it calm down here tonight. But sometimes they've been this series has been running. I think is this the 3rd straight short track? Yeah,
I believe correct. This is a 3rd straight short track, and we got 2 more to go.
2 more to go. As the cut race will be next week at Myrtle Beach, folks. Next Sunday at Myrtle Beach will be the cutoff race, where only 6 will advance. Start out at Martinsville, before then going on to race the super speedway of Talladega. So you don't want to, for lack of a better term, piss off all of your friends during the short track weeks. But I can tell you that some drivers are gonna need to take some cool off period just for themselves to kind of calm down. Be like, okay, let me reset. Let bygones be bygones. Let's get out here and race, because I'm gonna need that mentality.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You need all the help you can get at Talladega. So, not making friends here is probably not gonna help you out going into Talladega.
I don't know if I want to make anyone mad leaving here going into Myrtle Beach, to be honest. With all the unknowns there. The pace car is off.
The pace car is off.
Delgado gets a good jump. He's out to 3 trumpets over the 00, and the 00 is currently a couple of laps down. I'd like to get one of those back the hard way. 24 laps to go in the Thunder Valley 150 for the Orr Lawncare Truck Series. Dominating this race now is Christian Delgado, as he's the only truck on the lead lap. It took a lot of different tragic incidents to get there, but nonetheless, Christian is there and has a chance to run away with this thing.
Yeah, Lilith Peters is in 2nd, and she is, I don't think that's right, 16 seconds back.
Yeah, that would be approximately a little over a lap, I guess.
Lap.
They're running 14.9 seconds. 16 and a half seconds back, but that's a lap. A lap and some way. Behind Lilith is Justin Horton, who's currently 2 laps down. And then we have behind him, 4th position, Kyle Purcell is 3 laps down. Behind him, it's 4 laps down. No one is on the same lap except for Sean Purcell, and Tyrone Young. The only 2 drivers on the same lap at this time. And Tyrone is quite a bit behind, a little damage on his truck, quite a bit behind the 00 of Sean Purcell to take over that position. John Purcell gets one of his laps back.
And along with Justin Horton as well is going to grab a lap back here. But 18 laps to go, now 17 laps to go for Christian Delgado.
That puts Justin Horton on the same lap with Lilith Peters. He's still 14 seconds behind her. But, you know, caution comes out. Lilith's going to get back on this lead lap. So that's what Christian doesn't want to happen. So he wants this thing to go green. Don't contest these guys trying to give you a hard time to get around. You just let them get around and make it to the end of this thing. But that's just a commentator's opinion. I'm not out there in this truck. This thing looks like it's on rails right now, running right around the bottom. Get out there and give it hell. Give it all you got. Just don't make a mistake or get caught up in someone else's mistake at this point in the race. Lilith Peters is coming up to try to take the lap back the hard way as well. She's now about 4 to 5 truck lengths behind our lead.
Yeah, so Lilith trying to get back up here, get that lap back, along with Kyle Purcell.
Kyle Purcell is still 3 laps down, but he would certainly like to get one of those back the hard way. But with 12 laps to go, if you're 3 laps down, I think you're out of this. But if you're 12 laps down, I don't. This is Bristol. And these trucks seem to be spread out right now. No, not a whole lot of racing if we look around the track here. So I don't know. I mean, it'd have to be a single car incident that blocks this track in order to really prevent or cause any issues that allow the caution flag to fly.
Yeah, and it only looks like there's 7 trucks on the track. Well, 7 trucks that are left. So it looks like, you know, hopefully this can go green to the end here.
Yeah, it's been a bit chaotic throughout the first part of this, throughout this entirety of this race, really. The wrecks have been big. There hasn't been these like one truck spins. It's been if one truck spins, half the field. Or at one point we saw 8 of our 12 drivers tied up in the same wreck. Justin Horton and Lilith Peters still both on the same lap. Justin Horton is currently 14 seconds behind Lilith Peters. I'm not sure he's got enough time. I know he doesn't have enough time to make that up. Caution again would change everything for Lilith, as it would put her back on the lap, being the first truck on the lap down. Now Lilith would like to get around this leader and have Justin be the first truck 1 lap down to get that lap back. Her and her teammate will both be on the lead lap. But it's a little easier said than done. Again, 5 laps to go in the Thunder Valley 150 here for the Orr Lawncare Truck Series, part of the All-American Racing League. Christian Delgado is your leader by over 1 lap over Lilith Peters.
And the laps are ticking off quick. We're going to come to 3 to go this time by.
39 may not make it easy for the 13 to get around him, as you know, it's his teammate Lilith Peters that is trying to get her lap back the hard way and really hope for the caution. That 39, don't expect him to pull over out of the way, and he's sitting in 3rd position right now as well. Final lap for the number 13 of Christian Delgado. See Christian go through 1 and 2. Exits 2. No problems there. He can just stay in line behind this 39. No sense in even passing it. Let's go through 3 and 4. Your winner, Christian Delgado, wins by a lap over 2nd. Justin Horton 3rd.
As we see Lilith come up and give Delgado a little congratulatory bump on the rear bumper. So looks like Christian Delgado is your winner. Lilith Peters, 1 lap down, will finish 2nd. And Justin Horton, let me check, is 2 laps down in third.
Now, let's see if we can get Justin Horton in here and talk to him about his race, and then we'll get Lilith and followed by our winner, Christian.
Right now, none of our top 3 are in the Discord chat at the moment.
Are they in their cup team chats by any chance? Nope. Yeah,
We'll
so
give them a few minutes, see if they pop in here. But
they're all Dave. They're all up in their chats. It looks like. Let's bring down Justin Horton. Let's see if I can get him bring him down that far. Let's see if I can move him in here. Well, shoot. Trying to get him scrolled enough to get it in here.
Justin Horton, Dave in the booth, you get us?
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hey, Justin. Hey, not the race everyone was probably looking for, but you persevered, come home with a P3. Kind of a crazy race. Walk us through it a little bit, but congrats on a P3.
Thank you. It was quite the race. Got unlucky. I had a restart where we didn't have race control obviously today due to technical issues, and on the restarts you gotta perfectly follow the speed limit and everything, and I got a little too focused the first time when I was in second on it. Ended up wrecking the truck. And then later in the race, I followed it to a T, but it said I passed Sean when I hadn't, and I didn't speed either, so I had to go and do a 26-second penalty. But there was so many massive wrecks, I was able to get my way back up into the top 3, just had to drive it out cleanly. I want to thank the sponsors, Foxfire Foods and Luna Steak Sauce. I want to thank my teammate Lilith and Jeremy Flanagan having me in the truck. Was hoping for a win, but already locked in the playoffs for the next round with the win 2 weeks ago. Just happy to finish in the top 3.
Yeah, Justin, that's a good points day for you. Once again, getting a podium here, and like you say, you're already kind of locked in to the next round. So congratulations on that. I believe it's a win, and you're in this series. So anyway, congratulations on your run tonight. At some point, during that, it seemed like every wreck was a massive wreck, like you said, the big wrecks. At some point, was it comical or frustrating? Because I know.
I guess who was in it, right? Like I got involved in one of them. The entire track, top to bottom, was filled. There weren't any call outs about the wreck besides the flag. Come around the turn doing normal speeds, and you see wall to wall carnage of trucks, and no time to get down to the proper speed. And it's just like, well, it's like, here it comes.
Yeah,
here comes an impact.
We kind of pointed that out. We rode along with a few drivers, and was showing, at entering these turns at 130 mile an hour, how hard it is to see up track from yourself. You either have to be sitting really low in the track, really low in the truck, or you just can't see anything because the banking and the radius of these turns here, it makes it very difficult. But nonetheless, congratulations on a P3 tonight, and we're going to send you back to celebrate with your team as we move on to Lilith Peters.
Thank you. Shout out to the Bean team. Thank you guys for broadcasting. Excited for the next race. Happy to already have my spot locked in. Had fun. Good night of racing. A lot of carnage.
Yeah, buddy. Take care.
Thank you.
All right, let's see if I can get up here and grab Lilith. In trouble grabbing Lilith out of there.
I'll move her in here, Dave. I think I have it here. I'm gonna move her
Yeah.
into race control. I think that one will be the one. There we go. Lilith Peters, Dave and David the booth. You got us.
Yep. Hello.
Sorry for the delay there. We had a little problem. It's a little difficult navigating Discord. You guys are way up there, but we got you anyway. Figured it out. Lilith, you finished second today. One time, 4 laps down. We were honestly, you got it back down to just 1 lap down, and we're almost about to get that back the hard way. How was your race tonight?
I was just trying not to wreck anybody. I may have been like one of 2 or 3 trucks that completed that. So I'm proud of not wrecking anyone. I'm glad to get Cat Motorsports a second, I guess. Shout out to the Bean team. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, absolutely. And for you're gonna be back in the Cup car Tuesday, running around this track. What are your thoughts about that one? You ran any laps there?
Not good. I have. It's worse than this, for sure. This was easy. This is just kind of tight. Cup car is going to be very loose. I hope people practice. Hope it's a better race than this.
Well, absolutely. But we enjoyed a little bit of the carnage up here. I know it's not really good for you guys, you folks on the tracks, but it's definitely interesting for the folks at home to see these big
I'm sure it was
problems.
funny.
Yeah, and that was one of the questions that we asked your teammate there, Justin Horton, was did you at some points did you find humor in it, or was it all just chaos? And he's
I
like,
was
"Depends on if
laughing
you were
half of
in
the
it."
race.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
If you can bring
I
a
was
smile to
laughing
your
the whole
face,
race.
that's a good thing. So congratulations on another podium here. You were our points leader coming in. Looks like you'll be leaving out of here as our points leader. So congratulations on that. And Dave, what do you have for Lilith?
No, nothing. I mean, great perseverance to hang in there through the carnage and hilarity at points. So, good job on the P2, and we will see you on Tuesday night.
Yeah, thank you guys for broadcasting. See you guys then.
Take care. All right, let's see. Let's send Lilith back, and we need to bring in our race winner, Dave. If you could try to grab him. Sure, I can get her back where she was at before. Oh, I just put her into admin.
Man, Kel, I don't
Dave
know.
and Dave in the booth. You get us?
I got you guys.
Hey, Christian, I know that was a crazy race. Not the way anybody wanted to see that going. But, you persevered. You were able to grab that P1 position. Walk us through the craziness a little bit, and congratulations.
Yeah, that was a mess to say the least. But yeah, I got involved in that bigger wreck early, and had to use my I had to use my fast repair early, and at that point, we only had 2 fast repairs in the whole race. So I was like, I have to, try to keep the truck clean. So I was letting some of the maybe even trucks that I thought maybe I was quicker than, I was just letting them by. I was just trying to ride out the laps, and then there were some drivers, that I don't think, were driving a little bit too aggressively for, the positions that they were in. And, I got involved in a couple more wrecks, and then luckily, unfortunate for Sean to get caught up in that wreck that ended his night, making him have to tow, because I think he had this one in the bag, and I was just lucky enough to avoid to be the most lucky driver out of the field.
So, with being two at one point, you were 2 laps ahead of the next truck in line. What's that feel like, man? I mean, that's got to feel pretty good and secure. I mean, I know you still had 12 or so laps to go at that time. Were you worried about those cautions coming out and Lilith getting back on the lead lap and then having to hold her off there at the late in the run?
I was definitely worried about that, because I was telling my team, dude, if we keep wrecking, we're gonna. She was like, what, 4 or 5 laps down at the start of the race. Like we thought. I mean, in a normal circumstance race, she would have been out of it. And then like we kept wrecking and we kept wrecking. I was like, dude, she's gonna get on the lead lap. I'm actually gonna have to, use my stuff up because like when we had that last restart, I was like, anybody that wants past me, I had no fast repairs left. Anyone that wants to pass me, just go. I mean, I have a 2 lap gap on the whole field. If you want to go, you can go. I just don't want to get wrecked out. But yeah, it was nice knowing that I could, kind of run my way, run my race the way I wanted to. I didn't have to. I wasn't forced to, push it harder than I wanted to. I could just kind of ride around and get the checkered flag.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are your thoughts on running here on Tuesday night in the Cup, in the next gen Truckers Feed America Cup Series on Sim Racing Media?
I had some confidence going in here. I mean, I heard that your guys' that the Holio race ran really well, really clean. So I had some confidence coming into the truck race, thinking no, especially because especially for this Orr Lawncare truck series, that we didn't have as many truckers here than we usually do. So I was like, all right, they ran almost completely green the whole race in the Xfinity series. We're probably gonna run pretty, green the whole race. But now I'm worried. I mean, those Cup cars are a lot harder to handle than these trucks, and most likely we're gonna have more people on the track. So I mean, I'm worried. I'm gonna come in there very optimistic.
Yeah, hopefully we can all slow down our pace a little bit, mind our P's and Q's, and run away some laps. But who would you like to thank for tonight's awesome victory here at the Thunder Valley 150 Bristol Motor Speedway?
Yeah, you always got to give a shout out to Chad Snyder putting me in the Minion Motorsports this year, putting me in the Truck Series and the Truckers Feed America Cup Series. This will kind of help bump me through the next round, which will be nice. So I'd like to thank my teammate Sean Purcell. Me and him were kind of running up front and unfortunately got caught up. Like to thank Track Racer and Butt Kicker for being on the car. I mean, being on the truck this year, helping support me getting everything set up. And then I'd also like to thank the people over at twitch.tv/ChristianBoss13. Win number 3, and they're really excited over here. Like to shout out the Bean team, and like to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast. I know not a lot of people say it, but we do appreciate you guys doing that.
Yep, not a problem at all. And that's 1, 2, 3 for the Bean team, as we heard Lilith say there a little bit earlier. So congrats to the Bean team, and congrats to you on your victory here tonight in the Orr Lawncare Truck Series. You're going on to the next round, being the top 6 there. I'm not for sure if this is going to give you the points lead or not, but you're going to be real close to where Lilith Peters is right now. So congratulations on that. We're going to send you back to celebrate with your team and wrap this thing up here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Thank you, guys.
Well, Dave, we saw a lot of action here tonight at Bristol. Did not disappoint with some of the accidents that we saw. Go back and take a look at one of these major pileups here real quick as we get the final running order tallied up for you. As you see it running across the top of your screens anyway. We'll go back here and take a look at one of these replays. So you can see some of the carnage that occurred here tonight, folks. And we don't really have anything too close just from the blimp view. Oh, that was the one where the 39 just did not get going. Got a bunch of trucks up. Happened quick there on the restart. So, Dave, any final thoughts here before we give our rundown?
I think we saw a little bit of everything, more carnage than anything else here tonight at Bristol. You'll get that from time to time. Overall, good race for some of these drivers. Big shout out Christian Delgado on the win. We heard from him. He was excited about it. Lilith Peters stands out to me. 4 laps down early on in this race, and just through perseverance alone, I think, and keeping that truck clean, was able to come away with a P2 finish. So congrats to the entire top 3, and they better buckle up tight because we are headed to Myrtle Beach next week.
Absolutely. This was This was definitely a race of survival as Christian Delgado was your winner. Lilith Peters in second, Justin Horton third, Kyle Purcell fourth, Sean Purcell fifth, Tyrone Yode brings it in sixth, Rodney Uberpacker seventh, Don Manning eighth, Jackson Minter ninth, Johnny May is 10th, Adam Angerstein is 11th, and Nathan Christensen, who led earlier, ends up out of the race in 12th, 95 laps behind. This was no short. It was definitely not no short of no. Yes, it was exciting. I can't figure out what I'm trying to say here, Dave. We are the All American Sim Racing Network. This is Dave and Dave in the booth. We are out.